But on better thing, on that note, in hip hop, better things. Shout out to Meek Mill getting a new trial.
Yes.
Off probation.
I think he truly deserves
signing
that.
a co-venture with Rock Nation.
Yeah, blessings on blessings for that man. For real. Congrats to
He
Meek Mill.
deserves all of it. I mean, he lost time that he can't get back, so now it's like lace up your shoes tight and hit the pavement running.
Indeed.
You know, I think that he was given a bigger sentence for a lesser crime. You've got murderers who are getting off lesser than he did. He didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
It did seem like the judge kind of had a vendetta.
Yeah, it's just
there wasn't no kinda to it.
It didn't fit the crime, you know what I mean? So
I think they were trying to make an example out of him for other rap artists. Like, because you're an entertainer, don't think you're getting off. This is what's going to happen to you, too.
No, because they just had the man on paperwork for years.
Yeah,
exactly. It was an old charge, but it was...
That was a problem that was going on in
He really wasn't even that relevant.
It wasn't even just him; it was the problem in the whole district.
Yeah, so that's that part of just systematic oppression, man. It's just.
I mean, it's everywhere too, because if you look at the situation with ASAP, like they still holding this man to this day, and it's like you haven't even charged him with anything.
They're saying that if he's found not guilty, they owe him $2 million.
Oh, that's cool. He gonna get that $2 million.
Yeah, he still got to be found not guilty though.
He
hit him harder for
$2 million. That ain't shit to him.
Knowing him, he probably
that's why I said 3-4.
Go home. He probably won't even want to deal with that. He probably won't even set foot this week.
So, but how does that work with, like some, well, okay, I was about to go on that, but we're going to go on that later. But congrats. Yeah. But I just hope more people, you know what I'm saying, average people just like us, man, who go through, those same trials and tribulations are able to have, get those same results.
Right.
Because it does, that's Meek. That's why Meek able to make it happen. But can you know what I'm saying? Can
the average man do it?
It's definitely needed. I agree with you on that, bro.
Yep. Well, that's the same thing with rapper. What is it? T-K. He was sentenced to a 20.
Tay-K.
Tay-K. I don't really listen to rap. I'm just saying, but he
55,
was. Yeah, like. And that's just
sad. And another book at it.
That's one trial that he just went through.
T-K, whatever his name is.
He has another trial that he's about to have to go through, where it's another armed burglar or something like that.
It was like a home invasion type shit.
Right.
So he's about to get another 20 some odd years on top of that.
He the dude riding around with somebody in his trunk, his friend.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, like, I look at that. I actually was reading a story prior to that where it was, not to make it racial, but there was like 4 little white boys who were being debated on whether or not they were going to be charged as adults. Now, these kids were on top of an expressway, overpass, and they were throwing rocks overpass. And one of them happened to hit, crash through a window and kill somebody.
Wow.
Now, these kids, if you look at them, you can tell they troublemakers. Yeah. But the question is whether or not they should be tried.
Why can you tell they troublemakers? Because they're white?
The look.
No,
it's a menacing look. Like, all of them look like they was
We're
up
to... We're going to put you in the outside with Steve. Keep on.
Look at me racially profiled.
I'm just saying, man. Right. Little white kids, bro. You got to watch them.
You got to watch
them.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely was like one of those situations that the story was it was embedded in that story. And I clicked on it.
Did they have a past history?
Years. Some of them did, but Tay-K definitely has a past history. I mean, even during his trial, I think he was on house arrest or something like that. He cut the ankle monitor. He shot a video.
Yeah, he did all kind of crazy shit.
But they put him on
next to his wanted.
But they had him on house arrest
for the key.
For the initial crime. He got away and then committed another crime.
He got a serious rap sheet from state to state.
I mean, it's sad though, bro, because that's our generation. That's why they feel like they can get clout over. Like, I'm gonna go out here and do this wild, crazy stuff.
I think it's drugs though.
Oh, yeah, of course, there's some dope involved.
Drugs and change.
Some of it, some of it is drugs, and some of it is peer pressure, but a lot of it is parenting. It starts at home.
That's where it starts at.
And
yeah, but then you get out in the streets.
And then they got this thing going where don't whoop your kids. Ask mine. I beat the hell out of them.
Well,
they grown now, but
I feel that. But whipping isn't always the solution. But
no,
I'm saying,
it's not.
like,
but I'm not saying that's the only thing to do. I'm not saying that's the only thing to do.
But the thing is that I think it's just a lot of drugs. I think it's a lot of blacking out. Like, I think it's not a blacking out, but it's just like not caring. You know what I'm saying? You.
Well, I mean, if your household, if you grew up in a household where you're constantly dealing with negativity being torn down by your parents, your relatives, or what have you, sisters, brothers, or you're the black sheep of the family, then you feel like, what's my purpose? I don't have anything to try to accomplish. I don't have a reason to live. So I'm just gonna go out here and be reckless because nobody cares anyway.
That's the start of it. But then I still know not to put you in my trunk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Ride around with you in the trunk.
I'm not condoning that, please.
That's a whole nother level. You can be, go through depression and have different, thoughts, as a child because you didn't have a certain type of upbringing or the optimal upbringing, but
it could have been a mental illness too, because a lot of that is being neglected.
Yeah,
people shying away from it. Well, ain't nothing wrong with him. You just need to whip his ass, But a lot of times people seriously have deeper situations mentally that are going on, and a lot of that you can't heal at home. You can't fix that at home.
The sad part is when I moved up here in 2016.
That's real.
And I was just hearing about him. And I'm thinking to myself, this young dude out here, and they talking about his records being
like, he was up next.
Reckless, yeah.
And then I'm hearing about the murder charge.
Played himself before he even got on.
In the midst of a murder charge, and it's like, you doing this to yourself, man. Like you kind of making it worse for people out here who really trying to like strive to get it the right way.
Indeed.
Because like that's all that's being put on mainstream, and like nobody's talking about it now. I ain't see a post or anything. I had to go on CNN and
because you go away, they forget about you. But I hope he gets to rehabilitate himself.
Years and not even going to think of. He might well remain a killer now. Shit, he rehabilitate himself.
Even if they lock him up and throw away the book,
he need to stay in killer mode right now. While he off in the